Okay, dear student, let's continue solving the revisions. So let's see revision number 3 on lesson particles of motion. We have in the first question a word bank, and we're going to choose one of these words and put it in the right place here. Question 1 says, is the transfer of thermal energy by the movement of particles from one part of a material to another. So it's from one part to another in the same material. We call this convection. Excellent. So this will be convection. I will put it here. Okay. Number 2 is the change of state from liquid to gas. It will be sure vaporization or evaporation as we took it before. Question number 3 says, is a material in which thermal energy moves slowly, so you hardly feel this. So this kind of material, we call it thermal insulator. I'm going to write thermal insulator. Okay. Number 4 says, is the movement of thermal energy from a region of higher temperature to a region of lower temperature. So this is the definition of, excellent, the heat. This is the heat. Okay, number 5 is the transfer of thermal energy by collision between particles in the matter. So when the particles collide with each other, we call this conduction. Excellent. Okay, let's move to question number 6. Is a material in which thermal energy moves quickly. So once you put it in on a flame or something, you find it so hot. So this is conductor. Excellent. So we are calling this thermal conductor. Okay, question number 7 says, is the measurement or the measure of average kinetic energy of the particles. So we call this temperature. Super. Temperature is measuring the kinetic energy of this matter. Question 8 says, is the transfer of thermal energy by electromagnetic wave, like the flame, like anything hot, we call this radiation, like the sun and so on. So this is the definition of radiation. Okay, let's summarize the kinetic molecular theory. Do you remember them? The 3 of them. What is the first one? Yes, all matters made up of particles. All matters are made up of particles. And what else? Yes, all particles are in constant collision with each other. And with their container. And number 3, we said that energy cannot be, yes, created or destroyed. Excellent. So this is only, so these are the solution of this particle theory, molecular theory. Okay, let's move to the other question. It's a choose question. So first one says, which of the following is not a way in which thermal energy is transferred? Which one of them is not including energy transferring, conduction, convection, radiation, or sublimation? Yes, this is not the one. Question 2 says, when the temperature of the material that are in contact are the same, when both are the same, material are in thermal, yes, super equilibrium, sure. Question 3, convection occurs in solids, gases, liquids, or P and C. We said that the convection could occur between gases and liquids, so the answer will be B and C, while conduction is only in solids, super boys and girls. Okay, let's see question 4. When the thermal energy of the particle decrease, when the particle, all the particles, I'm not talking about water, when the thermal energy of the particles decrease, they will contract. Excellent. And if it's increase, it will expand. Liquid vaporization occur in 2 steps. Do you remember when we mentioned them? They must boil first, then evaporate. Super. So this will be the answer. Question 6. The following are thermal insulator except foam, plastic, stainless steel, and wood. We sure gonna pick the stainless steel. Which kind of metal? So it's a conductor. Critical thinking. Okay, what is the kinetic energy? We said that the kinetic energy is the energy of, excellent, motion is the energy of motion. Okay, what are the 2 ways to increase object's kinetic energy? So if we want to increase it, we must increase what? The 2 factors. Do you remember? So we must increase the speed, yes, or the, excellent, the mass. Super. So these are the 2 factors affecting kinetic energy. What about the third one? What happened to a sample of matter when its particle lose kinetic energy? So if any matter made up of particles, these particles, when they lose energy or kinetic energy, what this will cause this to? So this will lead to increase in the, yes, they may be not expanding, contracting, or lose energy. They lose energy, especially the thermal one. Okay, okay, so here let's see question 4 says, explain why a balloon inflates when a bottle and balloon system is placed in a hot water. So why, when we put this balloon over the bottle and put it, or sinking it in hot water, you find that it inflates? Why do you think so? We said that because of the conduction and convection which occur in this. So you will find in the conduction the flame make the water boils. So because of the convection, the particle is moving up. So also the gas inside the bottle, when the particle is moving or speeding up, this make the particles take more space or more volume, so they gonna push the balloon up and inflate it like this. So all of this occur because of the what? Yes, the particles, or the motion of the particles of the motion of the particles. They speed up and occupies more space according to the kinetic molecular theory. Okay, let's see 5. How are particles in solid, liquid and gas the same, and how they are different? We said that all the particles are in a constant motion, so this is how they are the same. While how they are different, we know that the particles in the solid so compact to each other, there is no space between them, and liquid there is a little bit space between it. Then the gas, they are so far from each other. So we're gonna say that they are the same because they are made up of particles and in a constant motion. Okay, so while they are different because of, as we said, and solid particles, let's say the solid particles are compact, close to each other, liquids have small space between them, while gas is so far from each other. So this is the answer. I'm gonna make it in red. Number 2, why do you think an ice cube feels cold when you hold it in your hand? We know that according to the thermal transfer, the energy will move from the hot to the cold one. Which one is the hottest here? Sure is your hand. So because the temperature of your hand is moving to the ice cube, so you will start to feel that your hand is losing energy, so you will feel it cold, right? So this is because we're gonna say because the energy transfer from hot object, which is your hand, to cold object, which is the ice cube. Excellent. Okay, so this will be the answer. And let's see the last one here. We have the picture. Let's see the picture here. I need you to name or to label which one is the radiation, which one is the convection, which one is the conduction. So let's see A. I'm talking about the water particles itself. So this will be radiation. So radiation, or what? It will be convection. Excellent. So we're going to choose convection in A. This will be convection. Okay. What about B? You are seeing that the thermal energy is moving from the pot or the pan to the hand. So this is excellent. This is conduction. So I'm going to choose B like this, conduction. And the last one, C, the energy which is coming out, or electrowave which coming out from the fire, this is the radiation. Excellent, super. So this will be the last one, the radiation one. So now we finished the revision number 3 too. So I hope you enjoy this, and